Hi, friends. I need your help. I think I'm lost. Would you help me find my way? Yippee! Here's a map. This will certainly help me find my way. Thanks, guys. I have gotten to my destination. Hi, guys. Thank you for helping Akosua. She would have been lost without that map. You know, maps are very important, especially if you have no idea where you're going. I just had a thought about stories and how they are structured. Authors do a good job at mapping out events clearly in a story, which brings us to today's topic, story mapping. In literature, we call this plot. Story mapping or plot is the series of events that occur in a story. There are 5 major plot structures in a story. They are exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. These are terms used to describe the series of events that go on in a story. Now let's see what they mean. The exposition. This is where the author introduces you to the things you need to know about the story. You get introduced to characters, setting, or events in the story. Next, rising action. This is when things begin to heat up in the story. We get to clearly see how the conflicts in the story begin to build up. Here, key events happen which lead up to the climax or conflict. Next up is climax. This is the highest point in a story. Here, the intensity of the story brews. Because this is the highest point of the story, there's nowhere else to go but down. Now imagine, Dembe goes mountaineering, also called mountain climbing. When he reaches the top of the mountain, where else does he go? Can he go any higher? Maybe if a helicopter comes to take him into the sky. But we know that's not the point. Dembe has gotten to the mountaintop. There's nowhere to go but down. In a story, once it gets to the climax, there's no place else to go but down. Now, after the conflict, we have falling action. Here, the conflicts in the story begin to gradually settle down and/or fall into place. Events are no longer heated up. And we have the last, which is resolution. This is where the story ends. We get to find out what happens to characters. If the story is a tragedy, the hero dies. And this marks the end of both the story and conflict. Stories typically take this shape when they are written. Now, we have said that story mapping is the most important part of a story. It helps authors organize ideas in their writing. As a reader, you should endeavor to spot these elements in a story. So when next you read a book, strap your seatbelts and enjoy the story ride. Bye, everyone.